Good morning, students. Today we shall discuss polar form of a complex number. If you remember, we left this point because at that time we don't know about the trigonometry. Now your chapter trigonometry is completely over. So on that behalf we have discussed about this topic, that is under root 3 plus 1 convert into polar form. Whenever you want to convert a statement into polar form, how can we represent? See the solution. Under root 3 plus iota is equals to r cos theta plus iota sin theta. This is the method of polar form, r cos theta plus iota sin theta. In case of polar form, see, first of all we compare the results. Under root 3 is equals to r cos theta, real part equals to real part, and imaginary part r sin theta is equals to iota. Coefficient of iota is here 1. So compare the real part and imaginary part. Now go for square and add. It is r square cos square theta r square sin square theta is equals to under root 3 square plus 1 square. R square common, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to 3 plus 1. R square into 1 is equals to 4. R is equals to under root of 4. R is equals to 2. Now this value 2 is called as modulus. It is called as the modulus. You can also calculate direct modulus by doing the square of their values, real part and imaginary part coefficient. Then you can find out the modulus. But whenever he asks about the polar form, in that case you have to divide the result in the form of r cos theta plus iota sin theta, and then you find out. Now for argument, what to do? See this result. Now these two results are, we have divide these two results, r sin theta upon r cos theta. R sin theta is equals to 1, r cos theta is equals to under root 3. R get cancelled, sin upon cos, that is equals to tangent theta is equals to 1 by root 3. Now the important thing regarding to polar form is that whenever you find out an angle, the polar form having some conditions, that your angle is either from 0 to 180, then it will be acceptable, or if angle is greater than 180, then it will not be acceptable. So if our angle is from 0 to 180, we will write down the direct answer. But if angle is greater than 180, in that case we have to change the result in negative angles, means from 0 to minus 180. These are the two primary conditions for the polar form. So whenever your angle is greater than 0 but less than 180, we accept that value directly. But whenever your value is greater than 180, in that case we have to change the result in the form of 0 to minus 180. Now see here, tangent theta is equals to 1 by root 3. The important thing, if you see these part, if you see this part, then what you observe, r cos theta, remember cos will represent the x-axis and sin will represent the y-axis, and if x is positive, y is also positive. You know very well x and y both are positive in first quadrant, and in first quadrant the angle is lies from 0 to 90 degree. Therefore we can find out the result from 0 to 90. So it is 1 by root 3. You know very well tangent theta is equals to tangent of 1 by root 3 at 30 degree, means pi by 6. Then theta is equals to pi by 6. In this question we never find out the general solution, we always find out the principal solution. So pi by 6 is from 0 to 180, means less than 180. It is in the group of first, so it can be acceptable. This theta is called as principal argument. This is called as the principal argument, means at what angle this result is rotated. If you draw a graph, then what it means, this value is 1, this value is 1, this value is 2. X is equals to root 3. Root 3 means 1.7 approximately here. Y is 1 here. If you draw a line from the origin, then this is the angle which is calculated by us, root 3. So this is called principal argument. Now polar form. How can we represent the polar form? It is under root 3 plus iota is equals to r. Value of r is equals to 2. You already calculate, into cos of theta pi by 6 plus iota sin pi by 6. This form is called as the polar form. This is the answer. No need to simplify.